Human being is supposed to be physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional well-being. Every human being has to analyze with each other. For example, when we are in companies, we need to work together, engage in teamworks, which are encouraging us to improve the productivity of a company. The bosses, the junior employees who are there are supposed to work together to achieve organizational goals and objectives. I remember when one day I got myself in managerial post as Secretary General of Kenya Medical Training College. I used to be given a task to do, and all these things were just happening when there is unity. Even in football match, for it to be well, or for top scorers, the defenders, the strikers to score, people have to work together. Let's move on to the human body system. The human body system is organized in different components and compartments with the eye, the nose, the teeth, the ears, the hairs, the beards. All these things need body which work as a whole. Let me give you a story. When you read about the history of Kenya, our forefathers, all these people came together so that Kenya can be where it is today. When you eat something, maybe if you eat ugali, the teeth will cut it into pieces, the tongue will roll it into molasses, so as it passes the trachea or esophagus gullet, a wave like muscular construction known as epistaxis roll it down to the stomach. And digestion will be smoothly because it has already been broken down and it will aid in easier absorption of the bloodstream. Psychologists normally say that when you study a human mind appropriately, you will know that this person is mentally fit to tackle each and every questions that you are giving them to do. And all has to be done appropriately in the correct manner possible. When you take water, you feel like I just need to take water. The water you take inside your system, it will reach a point that you don't need more water to take. Why? Because there is body compartments, there is body relations that say that now everything has reached the homeostatic level. I need now to stop taking water. When I want to urinate, the urge of passing a urination according to medical field known as the micturition when you're doing it, it sounds sweet. Mwah. When you're passing stool, those sounds mwah. All those things are sweet. Why? Because when you're relieving the waste product from the body feels free. The same to human beings. When we are eliminating a bad character in us, we feel happy and we feel relieved so much. When we're working together jointly, we are running, we are exercising ourselves, we are reading a book which is sweet to us. I'm not saying that not all books are sweet. I mean that each the students who are learning, the college colleagues, let us have positive attitude so that everything go on smoothly and well done in our institution. After going for a thorough exercise, you'll feel you are so fresh, taking a bath. You'll take a book and read. You will actually read consistently because the mental fitness is fresh and the physical fitness is fresh and the spiritual fitness, you know God, you know where Jesus come from. God is actually preaching for love. We should love one another, love our neighbors as we love ourselves, but only a few practice this. So when we try to practice these things every day, everything will be fine and to perfection. In addition, we look at our environment. When an ant has beaten you, please don't kill it. Maybe you have stepped on it and you have created pressure on it and it wanted a freeness. The ant wanted to get oxygen, but because you are pressing on it, it will bite you. So, human beings, I'm only trying to relate something. The lesson is to be mental, physical, social, and spiritual well-being. I wish to say this that one day I was reading about the river and the source, and there was a guy who married many women, and there was only a guy who married only one man. So the story begins one night in the smoky heart of a catch. The second wife of great Chief Odero Gogni of Igbo, a baby was born. So when you look at the story, the baby was born. The baby was really strong. And this baby went through the physicality, the mental, and all the teaching. So I'm only trying to tell the mothers that when we God bless us with a child, can you take care of this child well? Let's make sure that we take this child through different childhood catastrophe. Take the child to swimming if the child want to swim. Give the child a toy. Dance with the child. Laugh with the child. Give the child food so that the child grow in an upright position of being a man. Okay, I know sometimes it finds difficult for you to internalize what the child wants, but reading through pediatric books, studying your child as the child grows, grows, you'll actually know what the child wants. So make this child to learn more, get better, get knowledge, so that we get a strong generation who will help the country so the country can get whatever they need in terms of skilled personnel, well-trained soldiers, well-trained doctors, well-trained pastors, so that our community can change. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you. I remember there's a time I used to listen to the videos. And these videos I was listening to, what about a great mama? There was a child from Montessori, there's a child from these are international schools. So you look at the kind of questions that this woman was asking these child was really good. The childs were really growing in intellect. So we need great presidents of tomorrow. We need people who can think well and reason so that our economic development spurs up. The political development speed up. The socio-economic status speed up. So all these things has to be done well when we bring up the spirit of social, mental, and spiritual well-being. Remember to exercise. Those people who are watching movies and not practicing. For example, when you watch about martial arts, you're being told to breathe in, take in deeper breaths, and when you breathe out, you will feel relieved. But honestly speaking, everything require about smart work and hard work. You look about the Jackie Chan. I like Jackie Chan because the Jet Li, these are the people, they are my mentors in terms of the physical physique. So we should not also not train so that we fight one another. We should train to be physically fit. The moment you're physically fit, the brain will work in conjunction with it. And then you have to know a Bible that I'm supposed to do this. The Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. I could not quote the Bible, But I already know that the Bible says that love your neighbor as you love yourself. Yourself. He who have true cause to help him or she who asks to help he or she who asks the spirit of hard work and the spirit of self-discipline. At the back here, you see the files there are well arranged. They are for records for the facility. They are the records for the company where I work. But all those things has to be arranged well when you are fit. I don't fairly say this. When I got to hear the story of Moses, when Moses saw, we have a problem with sharing us because I'm a Luo. Moses saw a burning bush. But Moses remembered something. Why? Because he was intelligent. Moses said that where I am, I should be removing my shoes. Why? Because Moses was in the presence of God. Moses used to herd cows. Through herding cows, he was establishing a good relationship with the animals so that he knows what the animals wanted. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wish that when those people are listening keenly to this video, will come out clearly. Okay, I did a video which was you are not seeing me clearly, but now I think my face can be seen well so that you understand whatever I'm saying. My face is seen brightly. I know I've come out brightly so that all of us see what who Samuel Okoko is. So that whatever I'm teaching reach the world. So we are supposed to be mentally, physical, socially and spiritual well-being so that we ensure that our economy bring up strong personnel who can help in everyday endeavor. One day I was doing an epidemiology paper. I like epidemiology because it gives me the facts to protect our community against fly, cholera, bilharzia. Epidemiology says that is the geographical distribution of diseases and the application of this knowledge to help in controlling diseases. So, how do we control diseases in this situation? We control diseases that every individual living nearby a bush area should clear the bushes. We should drain the stagnant waters. We should make sure we wash our hands clearly because when you see the COVID 19 pandemic, it was attributed as a result of no proper hygiene. So we are trying to ensure cleanliness because most of the pandemic comes as a result of hygiene. So, those people who are listening to me outside there, I'm kindly requesting you to observe hygiene. One, hygiene in mental fitness, hygiene in physical fitness, no matter how hard it is. Let's just start. I know beginning a step is normally hard, but when we are now proceeding to on and on generations, we'll ensure that we stick to these things and we will grab it. I like it. We should be spiritual, mental, physical, and as we continue doing these things continuously, we'll stick to them. Number two, Jon Snow realized that the people whom he was studying were dying. So it's not good thing when people die. But when somebody die at a old age, probably 90 years is good. Because people have to die. Dying is also healthy because we replace the generations. But somebody dying as a youth who still have a great energy to protect the country is bad according to me as a scholar. Yeah. So we should one thing, I'm stressing on this because I know it has changed my life. We have to be physical, mental, spiritual. Okay, how do we be mental fit? I normally say that at least a human being should read four books in a month. You can read different kind of books. There is unlimited power in each and everyone. That's why back in primary, we need to read everything, be it economics, agriculture, business, everything. But human being as it grows, they normally say we don't want to read. Why? Why do you want to read? Because you have added your brain capacity with negative things. So the moment we'll grab the positive things, I'm telling you and I'm sure about this, we are going to change our personality. With our personality, identify who you are. Your personality will identify you, how you have the power, the proactiveness to relate to other people. Remember, a human being at the first generation have to be independent, and then you have to be interdependent, and then you have to be proactive. Now, proactive now bring the power to socialize with each and every person, to relate well with people, so that when somebody sees you, he has the heart, so that that guy can help. Mhm. So let me tell you, those people who have difficulty in relating well with others, they are shy. Why are they shy? Because they are not developed the four pillars of humanity. One is physical, mental, spiritual well-being. So how do we get the spiritual? Let's respect Jesus, go to church, and let us not to be hypocrites, but let us do whatever. How hard it is, I know, because human beings, we are be faced with temptation, but we'll just make sure that we achieve. Number two, mental. Make sure you read. Read the positive things. Don't read the poisonic. Don't read things which poison our brain, but let us read the positive things which make us our brain refreshed each and every day. Number four, physical. We have to run. We have to make sure that we engage in physical activities back at home. Children should help their parents on how to dig. You plow the land, you plant maize, you cultivate, you dig a borehole for water, and many other things. So when you do this, we'll make sure that you're healthy. And the last thing, a child and every organism should make sure he is or she is neat. Make sure the environment where you stay, how you relate well with people, where you come from, all are to perfection. After when you do all those things well and well, your environment, the society where you come from will love you and will transform our country. I know people take advantage that when people have loved him, now they compete for political posts. No, don't compete for political post. Be somebody who having self-leadership. Don't think of money, help people. Those people who are in the hospital, you are ambassadors of our health. Please treat people, don't mind money. I know the money has to be there for the drugs, but passionately enough, even the sick person, when you dance for him or she, something good, you see that this thing is worth to be paid. So, our ladies and gentlemen, the growing kids who are trying to transform our country, transform our community, let's embrace the four corners of life as the physical, mental, spiritual, and physical fitness. With those few remarks, I will rest my case there. I'm called Samuel Otieno Okoko. I come from Oyugis, Omabi County, and I am a strong motivational speaker who is aspiring to transform the world. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Kudos.